There's a saying that some wounds are so deep they can only be healed by a story. I believe that. I believe there's something supernatural about stories. Jesus told stories. People would ask direct questions, and Jesus would tell them a story. There's something healing about story. These are Jesus stories. Lots of different people, lots of different backgrounds. But this story is a part of something that you need to hear. Watch it, share it. Here it is.
Would you give my friend Darren a hand? We share stories here. Can I have, no, I'll wait on that. But because I want to honor all the dads, but you're here today on Father's Day, because as I've told you privately, I've just been so impressed with how you handle your family. And your family looks like a lot of families in that it's a blended family.
Yes.
Talk about, you got yours, hers, ours. Is that how that works?
I have 21-year-old twin daughters, and then she has an 11-year-old daughter, and then together we have our 6-year-old daughter.
Okay, give them a hand. So, I mean, that's the real world. And the whole blended family thing, difficult, yes?
At times it can be.
Yeah. And what are some of the things that you've kind of learned in that process about how to keep it together as a leader, father, etc.?
Well, I would like to recognize a great man in the room today who kind of paved that way for me as a role model and a figure, growing up in a blended family. My dad's here today, and happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's. Stand up if you're here. Where are you at? Okay, there he is. Jim, a good man.
Yes, sir. Patience, love, tolerance, absolutely the mentorship and guidance from other men, that have healthy leadership.
That's been a huge thing for you, right? Where did you learn that to kind of bring other guys around you to support you?
Personally, a lot of that's been based around my recovery. So I had a very different lifestyle for a long portion of my life, and when I stepped into a whole new rebirth and way of living, part of that was the fellowship and the community of others.
Last hour, I asked you what your drug of choice was, and that was not the right question, because you said
all of them.
Yeah, right. So you were a dabbler. You were indiscriminate, but you just had your 11th sobriety birthday.
June 8th. Yes, 11 years. So I'm an alcoholic as well as an addict. So.
And that was what's the day? What's your birthday?
June 8th, 2014.
June 8th. Yeah. So. If I had encountered you on June 7th, 2014, what would I have thought?
Well, if we were crossing paths and you were walking down the street with your family and seen me coming, you probably quickly would have gathered them and got on the other side of the street.
Yeah, because were you living on the streets at the time?
Yeah, there was plenty of street life activity, in back of garages, broken down cars, tents. So definitely a lifestyle that I got accustomed to.
And what was rock bottom, and what made you turn it around?
Rock bottom is when it got painful enough, dark enough, scary enough, and I did not want to die, and I knew that I had a purpose. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what that looked like, but I got to a point at 32 years old, and I got tired and wanted to change, and had enough courage built up to reach out for help.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? I'm so proud of you. Yes, this man has a beautiful family that's here today, and you guys have I've been in your home. It's just wonderful. I'm so proud of you. The Jesus thing, you grew up around hearing about Jesus.
Yes.
Obviously, during those lost years, it probably wasn't foremost in your mind.
Correct. I was certainly blocked off from a spiritual connection and the ability to cultivate that.
Yeah. So you had a couple of kids that saw a lot of addiction, and your last two, not so much.
Yeah, my older twins, they as they were younger, they got to see me, well, for one, not see me at all, because it wasn't uncommon for me to disappear for days, potentially months at a time, off doing what I do. But they did get the results of the damage from alcoholism and drug addiction and the brokenness of that in the home. My younger have never seen me loaded under the influence.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want you to look at these people, because some of them have sobriety issues, but all of us are trying to be Jesus people. And what do you want these people to know about Jesus or about sobriety and all of that?
My turning point was when I stopped fighting and literally had to surrender all of my thoughts and my ability to function in life and give in to the idea that there's something that is more powerful than me. And when I did that, it was the seed planted. It was the seed planted. I would say, keep going. Dads, give it all you got. It may feel lonely, but you're not alone. And reaching out, connectivity versus isolation. I mean, so that formulated a process that has brought me here today.
I love it. Thank you. Will you give him a hand before you leave now?
Happy Father's Day.
Isn't that good? Okay, so I want to honor all the dads here. We're about to go into our 2-minute social, but can I have any of the dads, foster dads, stepdads, bio dads, whatever category, surrogate dads, if somebody looks to you as a father figure, would you stand, please, here? Can we have all the... Come on, fellas! Come on! Way to go! Awesome. Some good guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do 2-minute social. Dwayne, I want you to come up here. Darren and Teray, will you come up here? During the 2-minute social, will you come up and say hello to them and meet a new friend around you? The most unpopular 2 minutes in this church. Ready, set, go. Come on, come on, come on.
Thank you for watching. I'd love to see you come in the building one of these days. We're over here in University Place at the corner of 67th and Cirque. There's a place for you. You don't have to be a Protestant. You don't even have to be a Jesus person yet. This is a Jesus place, and we talk about Jesus every weekend. If you're a regular, I'd love to have you give to help support what we're doing. Things like this video, it's super important, and we're making a difference. You're making a difference. Do you believe that? Look forward to seeing you soon.